It's football time in Tennessee. Those words have long been associated with running through the tee, the glory of the checkerboard end zone, and the Big Orange ready to do battle. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport, a rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the #1 team in the land, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Georgia likely to kick it deep to get things started. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Volunteers offense takes the field to start this game off. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred, because it's a rivalry game, but keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
Caught behind the line. It's Terrell. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. 3rd and 6, and they'll need a big play here on this opening drive. From the gun, wants to pass. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The Vols will call on their punt team. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He'll call for the fair catch here. So the Georgia Bulldogs offense will try to get something started with their first possession. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. On 2nd down, wants to throw it. Makes the grab. It's Bishop. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
When you talk about outstanding pass rushers, you're always talking about dynamic guys, and he's been that each and every week for this defense. Speed, he's got power. You just simply can't block him, and that last play is his 10th sack of the season.
Georgia lining up to punt it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here, Tom.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
Looking for a gap. It's Chubb. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Well, they've put themselves in a hole. It's 1st and 20. At the 45, on his way. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Volunteers.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 7-0. That drive took no time at all. A couple of plays and finished it with the long run for the touchdown. The kickoff team out there getting set. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. Quick strike complete. And a little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the 1st down out to the 30.
That's an absolute strike right there. Giving me some Stetson Bennett vibes, some Aaron Murray vibes, even Matthew Stafford with the arm talent on that throw. I'll tell you, they can attack any spot of the field in the passing game because of this guy's talent.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. He's looking to throw. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. Guys, this rough start is hardly what they had in mind to start SEC play, and it's not going to get any easier.
Well, no doubt about it. There were big expectations surrounding this program inside SEC play this year, and things haven't necessarily gone their way. They've had to fight a ton of adversity, but, David, they believe they in the locker room to turn it around, but it's got to start today.
Yeah, one at a time. Like, we got to start today. We got to find something. We got to find what we're really good at, what we can hang our hat on, so we can start to build some momentum throughout the season. Obviously, not the start we wanted, but we got to point to the next opportunity.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. The give to the single back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And not great blocking up front. They're struggling to get the running game going. And tell you what, they got to find something. Last week was a bad performance, and this offense has got to get some momentum early in this game and find something that they do really, really well and someone they can count on.
I know you want to prepare for every game the same way, but there's just something different about rivalry games, Jesse.
It's because, Reese, I think players are aware that games like this define your legacy as a player. Your record in rivalry games is something that people are going to talk about for years and years down the road. You have got to show up and play your best football in games like this.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They'll run it from the gun. Running with power. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
He's right on target. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver, creating enough separation to create a positive game.
That's a pretty impressive throw, man. That's given me Peyton Manning to Peerless Price memories back when I was watching them, playing against them in college. beauty right there. There's a nice chemistry that this quarterback has with this group of wide receivers, and you see that in the timing of these throws.
Give him 88 yards rushing. He continues to impress as he leads the nation in rushing. And the Volunteers have it with a 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. So you get stuffed on 1st down, and now you have the offensive coordinator thinking a little bit.
Yeah, we're probably going to have to throw it now in this second play. But what are we going to see defensively? Now that they know we're throwing, might they blitz us? Do I have to leave more guys in to block? There's a real
open runway ahead. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the 1st down before he steps out of bounds. That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played 1 period. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. They'll leave it with him. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground. That 1st down. He's looking to throw. It's complete, and he will score. Touchdown ball. these guys just score from anywhere out there, after that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and go get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
You got to think they'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. They'll try to get it through the air. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
It is such a luxury for a defensive coordinator when you know you can get after the quarterback. This is the best team in the nation right now in getting sacks, whether they rush 4, 5, or 6. Time and time again, when they get the opponent in a passing situation, they're able to get home and create negative plays.
Georgia sends out the punt team. Slips through the line. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. From the gun, the running back. Try that. He's got 101 yards on the ground, and just another day at the office for the national leader in rushing. Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Pressure coming. Moves around to clear up the vision. Oh, he's going backwards, in trouble, and down he goes. A tremendous loss.
Well, obviously, at this point in the first half, the defense is finding themselves in a hole. You just get the feeling if they're going to get back in this, they're going to need more plays like that. They're going to need sacks. They're going to need turnovers. They're going to have to create negative plays to get themselves some momentum.
He just didn't have a chance to get loose and make his way to that 1st down marker.
I think fans get upset sometimes, like run your route past the sticks so we get the 1st down, but nice job by the defense understanding where the sticks were and forcing the 4th down.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They've stumbled a little bit out of the gate here, Jesse, finding themselves down by 2 scores.
Yeah, and their defense needs that.
And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
Man, the defense smells blood in the water. You can tell. They're getting to this quarterback over and over and over. They've already sacked him a couple times. They're just winning up front. They almost got another sack on that last play.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place trying to help their defense. unloads to the wideout. It's complete. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And you just wonder now, is that the play that's finally going to wake this offense up? They've been sluggish throughout the entire first half, but could that be the thing that finally just gives them a little bit of a jolt and leads them to scoring some points here before this half is over?
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. He's got the tight end. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Dances away to buy time. And the quarterback was trying to extend the play, and the defense...
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
Georgia lining up to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Looking for a block. It's Williams. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They've jumped on them, executing at a high level and up for going for it all. He caught it, and he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Tennessee! They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
You know, sometimes as a play caller, you just don't have to overthink things. I've got a guy who's faster than your guys, and he's just going to run straight down the field. I'm going to throw it way down the field. He's going to make the catch, and we're going to score a touchdown, and that's pretty much what just happened there.